Did you know that most viral coaches actually don't go viral? They buy their traffic, and that's the dirty secret almost nobody talks about. Go ahead and scroll Instagram. It looks like certain coaches, they've cracked the algorithm. Hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, reels exploding every single week, and it looks like magic. It looks like they figured out how to go viral on demand. But that's not at all what's happening. In this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how these viral coaches are actually getting their views. I'm gonna show you the real numbers, the real revenue, and the real ad spend. And some of these coaches, I know them personally and I know their numbers. They're spending anywhere from $10,000 to $500,000 every single month boosting their content on Instagram. And once you see the numbers, the entire go viral advice, it starts to collapse. Because the truth is simple, viral coaches are not actually viral. They're buying distribution. And once you understand that, everything you know about how coaches should create content, it changes. I learned this lesson the hard way. About a year ago, I made a viral video. It was getting hundreds of thousands of views. It was exciting. I was getting the notifications, the alerts, the followers, the comments, the shares, and my ego loved it. And then I checked the results. Not a single client came from that viral video. And then I looked at the audience data. My audience suddenly started skewing toward middle-aged women in Pakistan. And middle-aged women in Pakistan are never, ever going to be buying my coaching program. My numbers look better, but my business didn't. My ego got fed, but my pipeline didn't. And that's when something clicked. Virality does not equal authority. Influencers need millions of viewers. Coaches need 1,000 people who trust them. Now go back to Instagram, scroll your feed. Certain creators seem to go viral every single week. Hundreds of thousands of views, maybe millions of views over and over again. It looks like they cracked the algorithm. But when you look behind the curtain, the story changes. These creators are not waiting for the algorithm. They are buying distribution. Let me show you how.
How much money do I actually make? But you said you make $1 million a month. Let's break it down.
Hey, in case you don't already know who Brian Mark is, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. I pulled up his Instagram account right here. Let's have a look. Let's zoom in here. So he's got 623,000 followers. He's the most valuable business account on Instagram, according to him. Helps online fitness coaches make $10,000 to $100,000 a month. And he's got 41 students making over $100,000 a month already. So let's go back to the video.
Last month, my business did $1,001,646. I wish all that was for me, though. I spent a total of $120,000 on ads. I've got a team of 67 people that work for me at PT Domination, and last month I spent $450,000 on my team. The Canadian government is super stupid, and so out of the money that I make, all of my profits get taxed at 27%. Which means, yes, I had a $116,000 tax bill. Click, click, bang, bang. If anyone has a solution for this, please hit me up. Which means my total profits after taxes were $315,101. Now, I'm 60-40 business partner with my beautiful business partner. He's bald, short, and he looks great, Cole De Silva. Which means at the end of the day, I took home $189,060. Now, what I do with my money is I literally reinvest it back into the business. I literally took $50,000 of this revenue and I dumped it back into another mentor to teach me how to scale. I'm not comfortable with this level. I'm not satisfied with this level. And I always want to be learning more information so that I have more value to provide for my students. And that is how much money I make. Konnichiwa.
Look at that number, $120,000 in 1 month on ads. That means a huge portion of those views on Instagram are not organic. They're amplified. He creates targeted content, and then he makes sure the right people sees it. Now let's look at another example.
All right, so brought in this number here, 730,000.
So who is this Maria Wen? I just pulled up her profile. Let's have a look. Here she is. She's got 691,000 followers on Instagram. Godmother business in that order. Those are her priorities. $18 million selling digital products. I think she's worth having a listen to. Let's go back to it.
We spent on ads $248,039. Once this hits 300,000 for 3 months in a row, Rose gets her Range Rover. So we're slowly climbing our way up to that. And then labor increases every month. We're bringing on really great team members, and so every month we seem to bring on 1 or 2 additional people. And so labor this month was $178,274. And then other, this is like random software expenses. If I have travel for the month, I just kind of clump it all into other because everything else is so small, it's not worth breaking it up into micro categories. Even all combined, it still was only $57,642. So you can see here, like our big expenses are ads and labor, which brings our profit for the month. This is before taxes, $247,032. So Taxes are about 50% of that. I also give to charity. So I'll probably end up investing slightly under $100,000 this month. All the extra that I make, I always invest. That is the breakdown of February. And I also think it's so important to talk about our low months. Like, not every month is gonna be a high month, and that's okay, it's fine. I hate it personally, but like objectively, it's fine. So if you had a lower month of February, I did too.
$248,000 in 1 month on ads. And those numbers were considered a slow month. Let that sink in. These creators, they are not hoping their content goes viral. They are creating content that converts. Then they scale the reach. That is the real strategy. So let's break this down logically. If someone spends $120,000 on ads and generates $1 million in revenue, they're not chasing the algorithm. They're buying distribution, and the reason they can do that is simple. Their content is not random, it's targeted. Targeted message, targeted audience, and targeted offer. And when that system works together, distribution becomes predictable. The content doesn't need to go viral, it just needs to convert. You see, it's only influencers who need millions of viewers, but coaches just need 1,000 people who trust them. And once I understood this, everything started making sense. That viral video I made didn't fail because the content was bad. Attention without alignment, that's bullshit. And that connects to a much bigger idea. Years ago, Kevin Kelly wrote about something called 1,000 True Fans. The idea is super simple. You do not need 1 million followers. You need just 1,000 people who trust you deeply enough to buy from you repeatedly. And we're in a world now where AI can generate endless content, and trust is rare. Which means authority becomes actually valuable, especially for coaches, because AI can copy your format, it can copy your tone, it can copy your style, but it cannot live your experience. It absolutely cannot build real trust with your audience. And this is the idea behind everything I'm doing right now, the chosen coach. Stop chasing clients, start being chosen. The goal is not to win the internet. The goal is to become the obvious choice for the right people. Not millions, not 1,000, the right 1,000. The people who trust you, people who resonate with your perspective, people who see you as the person who understands their problem. That's authority. Influencers need millions of viewers. Coaches need 1,000 people who trust them. So here's the lesson most coaches need to remember. Going viral is not the goal. The real goal is targeted authority. Content designed for the exact person who will eventually become your client. Then drive traffic toward that targeted content, not hoping that the algorithm works. Engineer the system, and that's how coaches are going to win. So stop trying to appeal to everybody. Start becoming the right coach for somebody. And once you understand that, a new question appears. The question is, how do you create content specific enough to attract the right person, but strong enough that you feel confident putting money behind it? And that's exactly what the Chosen Coach system solves. And if you want to see how that system works, then click the link down below. There's a short video where I break it down step by step. And if you're a coach who's tired of chasing the algorithm and you want to build real authority instead, this channel is for you. Because the goal is not to go viral. The goal is to become the coach your audience chooses. So stop chasing your clients, start being chosen. And if you got any value from this, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the notifications so that you can catch my next video next week.